Alright, what's up, Boros Bros? How we doing today? Nothing too crazy going on here. I just got a few packs. I got about 4 of the Dungeons and Dragons and Realms, and we're going to end off with a banger. We got a double Masters 2022, so let's see how well we can pull today. Let's see if the packs are blessed. My brother wanted me to get these, so Julian, shout out, these packs are for you, bro. Are all yours, except for that last one. We shared that one. So let's try. He just got a lot of Tarkir Dragonstorm stuff, so let's see what we can get him. He was building an Dragon deck, so the goal, hopefully, is that we can pull a, fingers crossed, we can pull a Ancient Silver Dragon, Ancient Gold Dragon, or an Ancient Copper or Brass. That's the goal here. So let's get into this. Find the path. Horde Robber. Combat damage. Create a treasure token. That's pretty nice. Paladin Shield. 0+2. Mordecaian's Polymorph. You meet in a tavern. Sharisa's Death's Whisper. Alright, and then we got the Forest. Here we go, boys. Inferno of Star Mounts. This spell can't be countered. Flying Haste. +1/+0. When its power becomes 20. And this way, it deals 20 damage to any target. That's kind of freaking crazy. Wow. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Wand of Orcus. Whenever an equipped creature attacks or blocks, it and zombies you control gain death touch. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. The littlest brother has a nice little zombie token deck, so that kind of would be pretty sweet with it, I'm not gonna lie. Instrument of the Bards. Legendary artifact for 1 green. Beginning of your upkeep, you may put a harmony counter on Instrument of Bards. Search for a legend. Search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to the number of harmony counters. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If it's a legendary, create a treasure token. That's kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool with a nice little Atraxa deck. You could go ahead and proliferate those harmony counters and then just start searching big boys off rip. That'd be pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I think that's a pretty good one. I think that's pretty good. Celestial Unicorn. Whenever you gain life, put 1/1 counter on him. Let's go, boys. Got a green dragon. Let's go. There you go, Julian. You got your one at least. When a green dragon enters the battlefield until the end of the turn, whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt damage, destroy it. Nice. Ooh. I don't even know how to say that. Desert Doom. Has Ward 4 as long as it's untapped. If it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And if you have fewer than 3 cards in hand, draw cards to equal the difference. That's crazy. Foil. Gargoyle. Whenever it enters the battlefield, venture to the dungeon. Oh wait, there's another one. Loyal Warhound. Controls more lands than you. You can search for a basic plains. That's sweet. And there's a nice little treasure token. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope, if I could say so myself. I'm pretty sure the Celestial Unicorn is pretty good. I've heard of that one before. I'm not too positive, but I have heard of that one before. So that's got to stand for something, right? All right, we're doing the second pack. Let's see what we can get here. All right, come on, dragons. You hear something on watch. Spiked pit trap artifact. Ooh. That's cool. Thieves Tool. Underdark Basilisk. Nice little 2 mana for Death Touch, 1/2. Loathsome Troll. Roll a d20. Return him to your hand from the top. Dang, that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of cool. Red Dragon. Whenever a red dragon enters a battlefield, deals 4 damage to each opponent. Dude, you could really abuse the crap out of that with the Ur Dragon new Tarkir stuff support. All right, here we go. Got white. Enters tapped, life drain. That's pretty neat. Fevered Suspicion. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land. You may cast any number of spells from among them, those non-land cards, without paying their mana costs. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cracked. Guardian of Faith. Enters the battlefield, any number of other target creatures face out. It's flash too. Rhyme Shield Frost Giant. Word 3, a big 4/5er. You love to see it. Love to see it. Neverwinter Druid. Dryad. Sack it. Search. Oh, it's a 1 mana. Sack it and search for a basic forest. Huh. Well, it takes 2 mana, dude. I don't know. The Mind Flayer. Oh my gosh, that's gotta be pretty good. When Mind Flayer enters the battlefield, gain control target creature for as long as you control Mind Flayer. Knoll Hunter. And a white. Another white. Alright. That's some pretty good cards. I have to say so myself. Not the ancient silver or copper, brass, or even gold dragon. But you know what? That's fine. Right now, they're looking pretty good cards, so I'm not complaining. Bull's Strength. Find the villain's lair. Arborea Pegasus. Spoils of the Hunt. See a pair of goblins. Power of Persuasion. Alright, here we go to the good stuff now. Ochre Jelly. Trample Ooze. Ooh. Enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. And dies that had 2 or more. Create a token of a copy. Jeez. That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Share the Spoils. Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. Share the Spoils. Wait. Whenever it enters the battlefield or an opponent loses the game, exile a top card. Oh. I thought it said when it entered, you just lose the game. I was like, what? That's kind of cracked. No, it's just exile. We're good. Ace Rack, the Archlich, the Zombie Wizard. That's pretty cool. That's cool looking. Underdark Basilisk, 1/2. Arborea Pegasus again. The Inferno of Star Mounts Borderless. That looks nice. That's nice. The Purple Worm. It's the friggin' worm. And Dragon Turtle. Dude, we got a Dragon Turtle. Foil. That's dope. You gotta love those turtles, man. I don't know why, but I know there's a niche in Magic for turtles, and it just makes me laugh. They're so cool. But I don't know. I don't know about it. They just need to print more cards, cooler cards with it. And I think I'd be on board with it. All right, last pack. And then we go to the double masters to end the video. Sound like a plan? Let's blast through this thing. Dawnbringer Cleric. Bar the Gate. Zombie Ogre. Sylvan Shepherd. Barbarian Class. That looks like a good saga. Iron Golem. Forest. Zolto. Fire Giant Duke. Phantom Steed. Werewolf Pack Leader. Iron Golem. That looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Attacks or blocks each combat if able. Vigilance. Ooh. Kalane. Reclusive Painter. Volo. Guide to the Monsters. Neverwinter Dryad. And... what is that? What is that, boys? Hold the phone. What is that? I don't know what that is, but you know what? That looks really freaking cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sleeve that because, boys, I think that might be a hit. It could be a hit. The Lair of the Hydra Dungeon Module. If you control 2 or more other lands, Lair of Hydra enters tapped. Tap it to add a green. Until the end of turn, Lair of Hydra becomes an XX green Hydra creature. It's still a land. Wow. Well, Julian, you got a nice little hit there, brother. Holy smokes. Let's go. All right, now we're not going to blast through this one because this is a big one. Double master time. I'll put that right there for good luck. All right, Boros Bros. Last pageant magic. Let's go ahead and finish this off on a strong foot. Last pack magic. Boys and girls. You ready? Let's do this. Last pack, here we go. Double Masters 2022. Here we go. Augur Spree. That looks pretty good. Deranged Assistant. Mill a card. Add a mana. That's pretty sweet too. Blood Flow Connoisseur. Battlefield Premonition. Supernatural Stamina. Conclave Mentor. One or more 1/1 counters we put on a creature you control, put that many plus 1 1/1 counters, and whenever it dies, gain life. That's pretty nice. Spider Spawning. Thought Scour. Target player mills 2 cards. Draw a card. Boros Garrison for the Boros Bros. Let's go. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, return land you control. Add 2. That's crazy. That's cracked. Coiling Oracle. Holy crap, that's cool. Snake Elf Druid. Enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put on the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. Blood Artist. Whenever a creature dies, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Glen Elendra Liege. Flying other blue creatures you get control. Oh my gosh, blue and black both get +1/+1. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Consecrated Sphinx. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you may draw 2 cards. Dude. That's kind of cool. I think the last card, it's a foil etched card. I can feel it. Come on, come on. Come on. There we go. It's sticking. Oh my gosh. Miles Araya. What the heck is that? Beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. If you control a creature with power 5 or greater, then you get 10 life. Control power with power 10, then you win the game. If you control a creature with power 20 or greater. Wow. that's sweet. All right, and the last card, boys. Boros Bros. Jacob signing off. Guys, have a great day. And we'll end on the Mimoplasm. Thanks for sticking around watching these videos, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.